Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So, Joker 2 is, well, a day away. It releases tomorrow morning, at least for me here in the UK, this weekend. And its box office projections are not good. It's really bad box office projections. It's looking like it's probably going to be one of the worst DC movies to date, or at least that's what people are saying. So I thought we'd take a look at some of the reviews and just see what they say. Take a look, analyse them, see if there's any... just see what people think, I guess. I did a video yesterday where I was discussing the... box office projections and how it was terrible. It's like 140 million worldwide, which is embarrassingly bad. I honestly think this movie will struggle to hit $500 million when all is said and done. It's seemingly gone against everything that the first one, well, how the first one found its audience. It's almost seen as a FU to the people that liked the first one. Randomly, very strange thing to do, but you know, stranger things have happened in Hollywood, so I thought we'd just take a look and see what you think. Again, I mean, just this as a quick intro. Joker Folie, a tedious film that doesn't need to exist and actively seems to resent that it does. Like, it's as if the filmmaker resented having to make it. Like, what are you doing? And it's not just these. Like, there's people that you will trust that have reviewed it really badly. Jeremy Jahns being one of them, right? So, yeah, again, another one. Why hire Lady Gaga if you're not going to let her belt the songs out? I guess for the same reason that they use IMAX cameras to shoot a movie that takes place in like 3 dingy rooms. Ugh. Folie might avoid populist kicks, but it also reveals the limit to Phillips's subversion of our expectations. This is an interesting one. An extraordinary movie which triples down on a revamped notion of DC characters as real-world psychopaths hiding behind fictional masks. It's an anti-superhero, anti-comic book movie. Maybe not a fanboy pleaser, but something of a wow for the rest of us. That's a 5 out of 5 he gave it. So it's not entirely bad. It's overwhelmingly bad though. The joke is on the audience with the absolute awful sequel, Joker Folie. Jeez. And this is the thing. Most people seem to say that it hates the audience that liked the first one. Which is a weird thing to do. 2 hours, 20 minutes of a film that actively seems to, you know, have disdain for its own audience is weird. It may be ambitious, inexplicable, and one of a kind. But that so rarely translates into something engaging or even watchable. Good times. Here's another good one, 3 out of 5. Loved a lot of what the movie tries to do, but I feel the big swings aren't really suited and the musical numbers are rather lackluster. I lean on the positive side while fully acknowledging how much of a failed experiment this is. It's not massively positive then, is it really? But okay. After a strong start, it turns into a ponderous film. The musical numbers don't go as big and outrageous as they should. And the movie turns into a courtroom drama that is ultimately a slog. Yeah, we've heard that about this film. I did a ending leaked video about this. And that's really divisive as well. But apparently, yeah, it is just a courtroom movie. Just trying to ascertain whether Arthur is Arthur or if he's Joker. And whether he's insane or not. Okay. An anemic, shallow and clunky amalgam of musical, romance and crime thriller. Excellent. Love it. So again, yeah, very much a musical, which no one that liked the first one is really massively keen on musicals. So a bit of a weird thing to do. Just when things begin to boil, somebody starts singing. A seismic disappointment. Again, it's just negative. It becomes apparent that this isn't really going anywhere because it can't. Good times. Rehashes a lot of the same themes and events of the first film, but this time set to music. Oh, goody. 2 incredible lead performances and some fun moments, but overall left me wanting more. A lot more. Joker Folie is cheap. It costs a lot, but it's cheap. It did cost a lot. $200 million for this. Joker fans are given a movie decided upon by 3 obnoxious bankers salivating at projected earnings on the subway. Wow. Joker encourages Phillips to cosplay as renegade auteur. However, The metteur en scene ensures that Folie Deux also lacks the depth or frankly interest to say anything meaningful despite its cavalcade of we live in a society musings. This is a good one. Behind the veneer of batshit crazy spectacle lies a deceptively complex and deep thinking film. Obsessed with its own outrones. Oh god, I'm butchering this stuff. Sorry, French is not my language. But also intellectually daring and unquestionably original. Joker Folie Deux is a stylish, uneven and fairly provocative musical that takes bold risks, that doesn't always work, but the performances are top notch. The movie is a dark fairy tale about obsession, celebrity fame and criminal justice. One of the most egregious examples of a cynical cash grab that only exists because the previous film overperformed. Some great cinematography and production design can't hide how empty and pointless this glorified epilogue is as a narrative. Jesus. The madcap musical format lends itself organically to the narrative of Joker 2 because music is the language of the crazy. Or as a character puts it in the movie, it's how one balances the fractures within. Okay. Director Todd Phillips has borrowed characters from the DC Comics universe but turned them into something raw and human. That sounds good. I mean, that is positive, but alright. 4 out of 5, wow. Sequels should still stand on their own, but Joker Folie Deux really only acts as an act 2 for the first film. The courtroom drama feels like the final act that's stretched over 2 hours without a song arc for either of the two leads. Brutal. I wonder if we can find Jeremy Johns here. Oh, beyond the trailer, my favourite reviewer. There are flashes of genius, but the film just never gets going. Too much singing, and clearly Phillips isn't good with musicals or female characters. Really? Yeah, that's right. Grace Randolph. She's found that Todd Phillips hates women, apparently. Lady Gaga is horribly underused, but Phoenix is brilliant once again, and the film is visually striking. Good times. Where is Jeremy Johns? Because I know he did a review on this. Might have missed it, to be honest. Don't think I did. It's just overwhelmingly bad. Again, some positive. Don't get me wrong. There is some positive, but it is overwhelmingly bad. It's startlingly dull. Positive. We're left with the tragedy of a broken man in a world only interested in sensationalism. It's a big swing for all involved, but all the better for it. It plays like an R-rated version of Seinfeld. Folie Deux' attempt to showcase cleverness, verve, or engagement is held cruelly underwater by staid direction. I'm just sort of like flicking through, so you can just see the negativity there coming through. There you go. I mean, what else do you say? It's not good. The reviews are awful. Genuinely awful. So, yeah. Not really much else to say aside from this releases tomorrow. I will be watching it tomorrow. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Will you be watching it? Are you interested? I think this is going to bomb spectacularly. It may break even. May break even. But it'll be word of mouth that destroys this or saves it. So let me know your thoughts down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what I do, support me further via my Patreon. Link down below. Cheers. Take care. Bye-bye now.